26 in terms of age, timeline, or a specific date. For instance, on the 26th of July, October, December. Okay? 2025, Pisces and Sagittarius. Alright? The song in question talks about praising their future person. Okay, in this case, a masculine. Okay, a masculine could also be praising you. You could be praising a masculine. Okay, I read for everyone. Air sign Vedic could be relevant. Okay. I'm just gonna put Pisces characteristics and Sagittarius are relevant. Okay. Something about the month is also relevant. So, if you are watching for this person here, be prepared to be blessed. Okay, by love, stability, finances, all that good stuff. Okay, don't worry, everything's gonna work out in your favor. So, the song in question also reminds me of like manifesting. So basically, the list, the prayer, the affirmation of who you want your soulmate to be, and it's coming, collective. It's here. You are that person for your person. They're that for you. Okay? If you have the list, all you have to do is be like, if you're checking them off the list, you're good to go. Okay? So, on that matters. So, your person that is ordained for you, is coming in. Okay? And for those that have Pisces or Sagittarius placement, I feel like it will make more sense to you guys. But obviously, I'm reading for everyone. How is this person feeling for you? Yeah, this is a person that's very open-minded. Something about free speech. Okay, so you'll be able to speak freely to them. Feel free when you're around them. Have free communication. That's good. At first, it might not be your type, so it could be in the sense of like, and I feel like, for instance, like if you're not somebody that goes for people that look Asian or a certain, type, preference, demographic, if you shift that, because some people that have a specific type, a specific list, but it doesn't align or match to what they can be for you in terms of an authentic soulmate. For instance, if you only date a certain type of people, and I'm not talking about like culture, ethnicity, or nationality, let's just say you go for the bad boys, right? And maybe this is a good time to go for the people that are fucking nice, right? In that sense. But for some of you guys, the aspect of culture, demographic, ethnicity could play a part, because I did mention Asian. So you could be having Asian descent, or they could be making make sense, okay? But it's something about not going for a usual type. If you change that, they're going to match your vibration, okay? So a lot of interracial relationships, that's going to start off as a friendship, which, I love that for you guys. That's my cup of relationship for you guys. Yeah, a lot of you guys are going to get butterflies. Now, I will say, for some of you guys, you might not even feel the butterflies and think that there's some chemistry. It's because you're not used to it. A lot of times when things are out of the box, you might think that, this is a no-go. It is, collective. It is. I feel like it has to do with reprogramming your mind. When you're used to something and you don't switch up, that's going to be your normal. It's like when people think that toxic love is normal, but it's not. So you're going to have to do a lot of healing, self-work, self-love, and step out of your box. Step out of your comfort zone, okay? And to be quite honest, stop dealing with past people. Stop dealing with people that's like, I'm a new version, I'm changed now. Especially if you're in a different vibration. It could be the simplest thing where it's when you guys were together, you didn't go to school. and then you finally got to school, and now you have your degree, and that ex is coming back. It's not the same though. You know? I feel like you dealt with this person for a reason, and now you don't have to deal with them because you're on a different level. Hence, stepping out of the box, and now you're gonna manifest somebody that's on your vibration. A lot of you guys have been felt very stunted, dealing with people that never let you feel free or be free. And who wants to be in a relationship where you don't feel freedom? Okay? Nobody. Yeah, so you would not feel stuck when it comes to this person. Free speech, free communication, feeling like yourself, or feeling a freer version of yourself is a major key point in this relationship. Okay? So 2025 is the year for a lot of you guys. It's gonna be very like sudden in terms of your new person, but 2026 is also relevant. Maybe you had to heal a lot when you were 26, or 26 is also like a specific, maybe on the 26th of a specific date, or when you were 26 years of age, you went through so much shit that it altered your brain chemistry. Okay? And you were used to going back to things that wasn't good for you. Okay? Now, I will say, if you are waiting for somebody from your past and they have changed, let's say it didn't work out when you're 26 and then it's different now this year or coming years. Let me just see your advice card. So for those that are waiting, for some of you guys, you are waiting for a past person. I wouldn't recommend it, but some of you guys are. Let me just pull a card. So I guess you're gonna have a new outlook on this, change perspective, new mindset. So I guess for some of you guys, one person or two, take it with a grain of salt. The person from the past is not who you. Let me just say this. Whatever you knew when you dealt with them, they're completely changed. Like, there's not going to be an ounce of like. They're almost like they're going to be a new person. It's like they have a different personality. They look different. Like, there's gonna be such a change where it's like whoever you dated back in the days, it doesn't compare to who you're gonna date now. If it's like a past person, okay? A lot of you guys will have children together. A lot of them. For one somebody had to go to rehab as well. That's relevant. That could also be symbolic for the change, okay? So let's continue. Anything else that's relevant for the collective? When they're returning, they're not gonna come in this energy where you guys are gonna be. You're not gonna be single for long. You're not gonna be single for long, and they're not coming in to be friend zoned, or they're not coming in to friend zone you. This is gonna be the type of relationship where you're gonna head right into the relationship part. We're gonna plan for the future, be official, get engaged, get married, have children. Everything's gonna happen very like that. It might be quicker for those that have a past, but this is like for a small percentage collective. I feel like in the past, for a lot of you guys, you dealt with people when you were not in the best mindset. Somebody could have also been broke. That could be relevant. For some of you guys, you dealt with people that were in their ego, that was, afraid of commitment, or they were always running, okay? But it's different now. But it's not like when I see different, they're not going to pull this, I have changed now, whatever, learn my lesson, whatever. It's not that. It's like, you're going to see the change. It's not something where it's like, how do I say this? They can show you much better than what they tell you. it's going to be very precise, very evident. There's going to be like a key factor in their change where you're going to be like, oh, this is not the person I met so and so during, whatever year or years it's been since the separation. All right, there we go. Collective, expect things to evolve, ascend. Okay. This is something to be afraid of. Like I said before, the energy with the song, the cards is somebody that is like, I already got my list. I'm thinking of the meme on Instagram where they're talking about how they're handing over a contract and they're like, come here, baby, just sign the paper or just sign the contract. It's something where it's like, you are the person they've been waiting for, or vice versa, right? And they're just going to show up in your life and you're going to be like, yeah, I know what this is. Let's begin. Let's begin our forever after. So that's going to be the energy collective. There we go. Let's continue. I think that's pretty much it though. Like, there's not much to say. They're just like, they're ready for you. You're ready for them. Like, there's not much to do. Okay? Oh, my like attire is acting cray cray. So I'm gonna just put that in the middle for now. Okay? I'm heading to bed. I'm really tired though, but I'm gonna do this quickly. For some of you guys, something about your similar belief system is bringing you guys in the same circles. Maybe you met at church. Maybe you met when they got into spirituality, when they ascended, when they got enlightened. If you know, you know, right? It kind of led them back to you. Maybe they saw they are getting or understanding, comprehending the spiritual science or the religious science. Maybe they're dreaming about you, or getting messages from God or from spirit. You get it? Like something about where it's like shared belief system that is pushing you guys together. So I feel like this is the reason why when they show up or you show up, it's gonna click. It's not gonna be like, oh, I need to. But again, use your discernment, because like I said, for a lot of you guys, 90% is like new peoples. And for that small percent, it is people that you would not recognize their past self. And I want to say something spiritual. Reincarnation is also very evident here. If you know, you know. Okay? So let's continue. Expect to be balanced, feeling stable, feeling loved. Maybe they're coming in, maybe they had issues with money, and now their money is good. Or when you guys are coming together, your money keeps flourishing. I'm going to tell you this, and I never stray away from it. When you know the person is good for you, and vice versa. I'm not talking about fucking arguments. I'm talking about the flow of energy. You attract more when you're happy. You attract more when you're in the frequency of love. And when you share that, or have a companion, it elevates. So for a lot of you guys, expect like a lot of financial abundance as well. Or somebody's gonna, the abundance will flow when you get together. Okay? I also feel like, especially for some masculine here you're watching for, they needed to get their shit together in terms of finances. Because they knew when you guys are going to meet again, you guys are heading into Marriageville. Okay? It is legacy, it's family. There's no question of being insecure or being in question. This is not a matter of like, should we do life together or not? They're like, I'm here. I have everything I need for us to do this. They're ready. Like, this is literally like, they're ready for you, collective. I don't know what to say. You're ready for them. It's great. It's perfect. Well, nothing is perfect, but I'm gonna just say this: you guys are finally ready, and it's not just ready based on words. It's ready based on action. I love it. Okay. Somebody could also have the name Simon. So that's your message though. I have noticed that some of you guys, if you're watching this as a random reading for you and your situation, I know a lot of you guys don't really like the whole, you know, favoritism when it comes to certain zodiac signs. But keep in mind, collective, I do read different from every other reader here. I could literally, because how people be reading energy, let me just keep it 1000. They collect the information, the energy is what's happening right now. I do so as well, but it's tailored specifically for a specific era. So I don't be mixing things like, you know, you guys watch the reading. Sometimes they be saying things that is pretty outrageous, okay? It doesn't align with the storyline of the message. And, you know, it's called a spade for a spade. You know, at least you want it to be as accurate as possible. And I guess in my defense, I do so many messages, hence the songs of it all, so it doesn't be all over the place, okay? So when I do these extra zodiac signs, it's for people that are actually engaging with the content. So, but also just like feel some type of way, you know, it is what it is. Or else I will have to kind of read how everybody else is reading. You know, I'm still contemplating, but I do see a lot of people withdrawing, feeling like this is not the vibe. I also am aware that a lot of people want the love and light type of messages. Anything I mention on a serious note, it's I know some guys feel some type of way. I'm not gonna lie. I'm aware of it. But I'm also not a sugarcoating, butterfly loving, love and light type of reader as well. You know, I say what needs to be said, and if it makes sense, that's why with the disclaimer of it all, make it make sense in your life, okay? So, I say this to say congratulations, Mazel Tov. Hurrah, hurrah. You finally overcame the lessons, and you're gonna get ready for union, okay? Yeah, I think that's it. We're not gonna do initials. I feel like this is very direct. So we're gonna just pull some cards. So Kevin, Linus, give relevant names. Somebody is definitely a Sagittarius, for sure. December month could be relevant. April. So Aries, Taurus, Sag could be relevant. How you on the Sagittarius? So it says here, two people are better off than one, for they can help each other succeed. Yeah, you guys are ready for union. You guys are coming together because it's time. They finally know what they need to know. Because this is Think Collective. Having a soulmate, being in love, it's, you know, it's fun. But if you want things to be serious, you can't just come in with love. You know, you have to come in with something, whereas there is some substance, right? And I don't know about you, but a lot of spiritual people, they do tend to suffer a lot. for the greater purpose of, guiding people and whatnot. But I say this to say, if it's in your cards, like the fucking list, like the song says, sign the fucking contract, we're ready to go to the chapel of it all. Then so it is, right? The scripture I'm also thinking about, let no man divide what God has put together. You have to learn a lot of lessons. So your partner, okay? They did. For a lot of you guys, it could be their mentality. It could be the financial part. It could be them regulating, handling emotions. I don't know. Something. Maybe they needed to get out of jail. Or maybe they need to fix their issues with their mother, their father, their sibling. I don't know. But when you guys got together, that baggage needed to be cleared so it wouldn't project onto your guys' relationship. And therefore, union is here. Okay? 2 people is better than 1. So, okay. God blesses those who patiently endure testing and temptation. So yeah, for a lot of you guys, you have endured a lot. You have been tempted a lot. And you've been going through a lot. You and your person. Okay? This is all for this. Okay? The reason why is for you guys to come together stronger, so when you do, you don't have to face with the shit from the past. Okay? I don't know what else to say other than congratulations. It hasn't been easy, but union is finally here. Okay? The songs of it all is going to be posted in due time, but it is, if you want to